Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amy, and this is yoga. So for today, we're going to go ahead and start right off, just taking a nice, comfortable, seated cross-legged position towards the center of the mat. Palms are up, index finger to thumb, shoulders down and away from your ears. Soften your eyes, soften your brow. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Start to look up. Exhale. Lower your arms down. Inhale. Lift the arms. Begin to look up towards your hands. Exhale. Lower the arms. Start to look down, taking your chin towards your chest. Inhale. Reach up. Look up. And exhale. Lower your arms down. Inhale. Reach your right arm up. And for today, as you exhale, use your right arm to take your head to your right shoulder. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Releasing into the neck. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And as you exhale, take your head to your left shoulder. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, lower the arm down. Start to come into your tabletop position. Wrists below the shoulders, knees directly below your hips. Make sure that you're pressing evenly through all four corners of both hands, and with fingers spread nice and wide. Inhale into cow, gentle back bend, and exhale around through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Hold here for a couple of breaths, maintaining a neutral spine. Navel drawn in towards your spine. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, and turn to look over your right shoulder. Try to keep your spine nice and neutral. I'm going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, back to neutral spine, looking to the mat. Exhale, turn to look over the left shoulder and hold for a couple of breaths. Inhale, back to neutral, looking towards the mat. And as you exhale, start to lower your chin down to the mat, drawing the elbows nice and wide. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down towards the mat. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower, and hold for 2 breaths. Really drawing those shoulder blades together. Inhale, press back up to tabletop, and as you exhale, take your hips back to your heels into child's rest. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Really think about releasing into your shoulders, your chest, your back, your hips. Inhale, back to tabletop position. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. And come back to neutral. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, bring your chest towards the mat, elbows wide. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale to tabletop position. And exhale, again, take your hips to your heels to child's rest. 5 breaths. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Back to neutral. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, lower halfway down and hold for 2 breaths. Inhale to tabletop position, and again, exhale to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to tabletop, and this time as you exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come up to downward facing dog. And remember, as always, you do not have to have your legs fully extended. What I really want you to focus on here is the elongation of your spine. Try to press evenly through all 4 corners of both hands, and with fingers and toes spread nice and wide, begin to walk the dog. Inhale, hold downward facing dog. And as you exhale, come halfway down to high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, high plank. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. And again, inhale, exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, take your knees to the mat, hips to heels, back to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come back up to downward facing dog. And again, walk the dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, knees to the mat, hips to heels, returning to child's rest. Inhale to tabletop position. Exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come back up to downward facing dog. Again, walk the dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, take your hips to your heels and hold here for a couple of breaths. Really think about pushing away from the mat. Inhale, exhale, back to tabletop, and take your hips back to your heels for child's rest. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come back up to downward facing dog. Again, walk the dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, sit back towards your heels. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale to tabletop position and bring your hips back to your heels, returning to child's rest. Breathe. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog, and walk the dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop position, and take your hips back to your heels, returning to child's rest again for 5 breaths. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come up to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, come to high plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips. Release your toes, coming right into cobra. Really think about pushing up and through your shoulders and engage your glutes to support the low back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, lower to push-up position. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop position, hips to heels. Child's rest. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come back up to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips to cobra for a few breaths. Again, really engage the glutes to support the low back. Inhale. Exhale, lower to push-up position. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, round through to cat. Curl your toes under, knees and hips come up to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale to cobra for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, lower to push-up position. Inhale. to tabletop position. Exhale, curl your toes under, and again, peel the hips away from the mat. Push the hips back, knees bent. Breathe deeply. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone, right knee to your nose. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, tuck in the tailbone, left knee to nose. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, right knee to nose. Step the right foot between your hands. Left knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, arms come up to low lunge. And exhale, palms together, turn to the right. Taking your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. See if you can look upward, releasing the hips down. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, coming to forward fold. In forward fold, again, you don't have to keep the legs fully extended. What I want you to do here is to allow gravity to release the back of your neck. Inhale, exhale, clasp your elbows and gently swing from side to side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up, bring your palms together. Exhale, hands to namaste. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive, slight back bend, and then release to forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Exhale, turn to your left. Again, see if you can look upward. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to high plank. Exhale, cobra. Inhale. Exhale, push-up position. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone. Take the left knee to your nose and then step between your hands. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Exhale, turn to your left for 2 breaths. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the right knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale. Exhale, clasp your elbows, gently swing from side to side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to namaste. Inhale, arms come up. Gentle standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, turn to the right for 2 breaths. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the knee. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, push-up position. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, push-up position. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale for child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands, left knee to the mat. Inhale, arms come up, bring your palms together. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, center, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the knee. Exhale, step forward. Clasp your elbows and gently swing from side to side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, bring your palms together. Exhale, hands to namaste. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the knee. Exhale, step back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, push-up position. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower push-up. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step the left foot between your hands, right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, up to standing, arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, center, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the knee. Exhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to child's rest for 5 breaths. So you should be starting to feel like you're building some heat. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step the right foot between your hands, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn right. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, all the way up, arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to namaste. Inhale, arms up, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, turn left. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under. Lift the right knee. Exhale, step back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push up. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's rest. This time for 2 breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Sorry, other right, the left foot. Right knee down. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the knee. Exhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push up. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's rest for 2 breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. See if you can start to release the heels just a little bit closer to the mat. Inhale, exhale, high plank position. Inhale, take your hips back to your heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank position. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips to heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, palms together. And exhale, sit back to powerful pose. Essentially, we are doing a little bit of a squat variation, if you will. So I want you to try to press evenly through all 4 corners of both feet. Heels are into the mat, toes spread wide. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the right, twisting, reaching the right elbow up, left elbow just to the outside of the right knee. Now, I want you to try to keep from allowing the knee to push back. Try to keep your knees level. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn left. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, center, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up to standing, palms together. Slight standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, walk your hands forward, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hips, heels. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your toes. Inhale all the way up to standing, palms together. Exhale, sit back. Powerful pose for a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, palms together. Slight standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hips, heels. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, down dog. Walk your hands to your toes once again. Inhale, all the way up to standing, palms together. Exhale, sit back, powerful pose, again for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, palms together. Slight standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, come back to high plank position. Inhale, hips to heels. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale all the way up, palms together. Exhale, sit back to powerful pose. Inhale, sweep the arms back, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale, powerful pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, powerful pose. Turn to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, palms together. Slight standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, walk your hands, down dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, sit back, powerful pose. Sweep the arms. Inhale, up, palms together. Exhale, powerful pose. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, powerful pose. Inhale, exhale, turn right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Palms together, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, walk the hands. Back to downward facing dog. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Gaze into the mat. Really recenter yourselves, creating a nice, even weight distribution. All 4 corners of both hands into the mat. Again, make sure that your hands are lined up with your shoulders, feet lined up with your hips. Inhale, exhale, take your hips to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Come halfway down. Sweep through. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, sit back, powerful pose. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, sit back. Inhale up. Exhale, sit back. Turn to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Downward facing dog, and breathe for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hips, heels. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, lower. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale, exhale, hands to toes. Inhale, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, powerful pose. Inhale, up. Exhale, powerful pose. Inhale. Exhale, powerful pose, turn to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, palms together, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, walk your hands back to downward facing dog. And we're going to stay here again for 5 breaths. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, take the knees to the mat. Cross your ankles and roll back to a nice, simple, seated, cross-legged position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, round through, creating the letter C with your torso. Lift the heels. Inhale, extend the legs forward. Exhale, cross heels. Inhale, roll forward, arms up. Exhale, round through, create the letter C. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, cross opposite legs. Inhale, roll forward, arms up. Exhale, round through, lift the heels. Inhale, exhale, cross. Inhale, roll forward, arms up. And exhale, lower those arms down. Now we're going to start to take our body temperature down a little bit. So we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, turn to your right. Looking over the right shoulder. I'm going to stay here for about 5 breaths. Inhale, center, and exhale, turn over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Make sure to take your hands only as far forward as your body will allow you to go for 5 breaths. Inhale, walk your hands in. Exhale, gather your knees to your chest. Take your feet forward and then use the strength of your arms to come to the center of your mat. Reach forward, and 1 vertebrae at a time takes you all the way down to a nice, comfortable supine position. And go ahead and start to windshield wiper your knees from side to side, releasing the hips just a little bit more here. All right, and see if you can start to walk the heels closer in. And again, windshield wiper side to side. Come back to center. See if you can walk the heels even closer to your hips. Knees go from side to side. We'll see if you can take your heels all the way up, feet flexed, toes spread nice and wide. And see if you can take the knees side to side. If you need to add a little extra support, go ahead and extend those arms out. To make this a little bit more intermediate, you could keep your hands resting on your abdomen, or you can keep your arms extended overhead. All right, and if you need a little bit more of a challenge still, legs stay extended, tipping from side to side. Again, if you need to modify, keep the arms extended by your side. Inhale, hold to center, lengthen the legs up, and exhale, bend the legs. Feet to the mat. Go ahead and take your arms down by your side, fingertips reaching towards your heels. Inhale, exhale, tuck in the tailbone. Lift the hips into bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone and lower the hips. Again, inhale. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone, lift the hips up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone, lower the hips down. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone, lift the hips, and hold here. For today, we have a couple of different options. You could either keep both feet into the mat, or you could extend one leg up, or you can keep the leg halfway down, or you can go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left leg. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, release the right leg down. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone and lower the hips. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone, lift the hips and hold here. Inhale. Exhale, either extend the left leg up or bring the left leg halfway down or cross the left ankle. I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, release the left leg. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone, lower the hips down. Inhale, exhale, take the right knee to your chest, followed by the left knee. And go ahead and rock from side to side. And hold to center. So we have a couple of different options here as well. If you would like to stay in the knee tuck position, you can. Otherwise, we have the option of extending the right leg, feet flex, toes spread wide, and or crossing the right ankle over the left with the fingertips around the left knee. Getting a very deep stretch into the hips. And go ahead and release that stretch. Knees to chest, feet to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to your chest, followed by the right knee. Either hug the knees in, or we have the option of extending the left leg and or taking the left ankle over the right leg, fingertips wrapped around the knee. Breathing deeply. And release, inhaling, knees to chest. Exhale, feet to the mat. Inhale, take the right knee out to the right. Exhale, left knee out to the left. Drawing open into the hips. Go ahead and rest your hands on your lower abdomen. I want you to see if you can take your low back into the mat while still extending the knees out, getting an even deeper opening into the hips. Allow the abdomen to rise and fall upon every wave of your breath. And go ahead and slowly release to take the right knee up, followed by the left knee. And from here, we're going to start to transition into our Shavasana. Slide out your right heel, followed by your left. Open up your arms, palms are up, chest is open, legs are open. Soften your eyes, soften your brow. Allow your eyes to drift closed. Begin to let go of any or all residual tension that you may still be holding on to from your fingertips, traveling all the way down to your toes. Begin to let go of and silence all of your strenuous thoughts. Feel as though your mind is drifting towards the sky and your body is sinking deep within the earth. Let go and focus only on your breathing. If you would like to remain in Shavasana a little bit longer, you may certainly feel free to do so. Otherwise, as soon as you feel ready to bring yourselves back into your environment, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Slide in your right heel, followed by your left. Take your right arm by your right ear and roll all the way over onto your right side into the fetal position. Begin to use the strength of your arms to come all the way up to a nice, simple, seated, cross-legged position, and allow your eyes to open. Now, from here, if you feel like you've loosened enough into your hips, you may certainly feel free to come either to half lotus with one ankle crossed over the opposite leg, or you could come all the way into lotus with both ankles crossed over, palms up, index finger to thumb. Soften your eyes and allow your eyes to drift closed once again. I'm going to stay here for about 10 breaths. Go ahead and begin to allow your eyes to drift open. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Again, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, reach up, palms together, and exhale. Take your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Now, if of course you have any comments as far as the parts of your body that you would like for us to focus on the most, go ahead and drop a comment below. And of course, like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button. Thanks again, everybody. Peace. Have a wonderful weekend.